Hello everybody and welcome back to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So, last time we finished off Mass Effect 1 a little bit faster than I actually expected. I expected that to probably take closer to 2 hours than it actually did, but oh well. But it wasn't quite enough time that I thought it was particularly worth jumping into Mass Effect 2, so we didn't do that. Instead, we went ahead and just ended that stream then. And figured we would go ahead and jump into Mass Effect 2 at a later date, and that later date is today. So, let's go ahead and start a new game. And we're going to go ahead and import our Mass Effect 1 character. And that is indeed the correct character. Okay, so, normal difficulty, yes, that's fine. Auto level up, hell no thank you. Well, that's not strictly true. I basically always did auto level up on the squad, but that's besides the point. Sometimes I want to be able to put points into stuff myself, so yeah, we're not going to turn that on. Subtitles, yes, always on. Squad power usage, sure. I don't mind you guys using abilities yourself, particularly because I'm not big on micromanaging you guys, and that's not really necessary on normal, to be completely honest. It really isn't. So, and of course, yes, autosaves is a perfectly reasonable thing to have enabled, so let's go ahead and leave that on. So, let's see, name, we could potentially change some of these details if we felt so inclined. Rank 52, soldier, which is not strictly true because we did get the specialization things that technically turned us from soldier to, I think it was commando, I think it was called, or something like that. We were largely a Paragon Shepard. Rex survived. Caden was killed on Vermeer. The council was saved, and I recommended Anderson.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Easier said than done. 1 month after the devastating Geth attack on the Citadel, the Galactic community struggles to rebuild. The Alliance fleet made a tremendous sacrifice to save the Citadel Council and earned humanity membership in their prestigious group. Now the Council is forced to respond to evidence that the Reapers, enormous machines that eradicate all organic civilization every 50,000 years, have returned, and not nearly enough time to read the whole thing out loud.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
I realize I have the volume turned down, but
Presley!
Jesus, is a lot of the sound effects muted.
Multiple hull breaches! Weapons offline! Somebody get that fire out!
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
I wouldn't count on it. But the better.
I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
Yeah, no time to argue.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Shepard!
Liara, go. Now.
Aye, aye. Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Okay, let's go ahead and get a move on.
Mayday! Mayday! This is SSV Normandy!
Joker, I already turned on the damn distress beacon.
Damage from an unknown enemy!
I'm not going that way.
Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Well, these seats clearly weren't properly fastened. Also, they should probably be floating around a little bit more, not as stationary as they are.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy! I can still save her!
No, you can't.
The Normandy's dead. Just like us, we don't get the hell out of here.
No, we just have to... Oh no. They're coming around for another attack! Ah! Watch the arm! Commander! Shepard!
Now that I think I have a little bit of time to talk. if memory serves me correctly, the Reapers don't get a whole hell of a lot of attention in Mass Effect 2. So Mass Effect 2 is sort of one of those... It's like that weird season in the show where, like, the previous couple seasons you've been following the one big bad, then all of a sudden you get a season that focuses on a different big bad with maybe a couple of mentions of the original every so often. I don't really need to review the story so far, but sure. Maybe.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started.
I don't recall this when I played this on a
answering a
360
distress
back in the day.
And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around.
I wonder if this takes into account choices you
We
made.
followed the path of destruction to an artifact. A beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest-looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara. A Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently, she'd felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead. Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen.
I'm happy I have subtitles on because I need to mention this.
And they weren't happy.
So it does look like this does take into account, to an extent,
by the time we arrived, Saren was gone.
choices you make,
with the information.
but only the end result of those choices.
But Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender.
Because at least so far it doesn't seem to take into account the fact that we were sort of trying to hook up with both Ashley and Liara at the start.
She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control, said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Caden was a good man, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Caden's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other, and it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Okay, well that gets everybody basically caught up on all the major choices that I made playing through Mass Effect 1 over the past 8 streams.
Commander Shepard
right?
has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Yep, we'll just accept the imported face. I'm kind of a boring person. I'm not too big on most of these other classes. Also, realistically, presumably the Lazarus Project wouldn't be able to magically give me biotic abilities and whatnot, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to, like, for example, change our class to something that is biotic in nature. So we're gonna go ahead and stick to just the generic soldier. I'm, like I said, I'm kind of a boring person. I'm not too big on needing to deal with managing abilities and cooldowns and all that jazz. It's not something I'm interested in. So rather just go with the sort of generic shoot everything that moves. Okay, so I have the option to choose one of these. It'd be great if it told me somewhere what each of these doesn't. But I'm gonna make a guess. Shredder ammo probably gives bonus damage to organics. Armor piercing ammo gives bonus damage to synthetics. I believe that's how the two ammos were labeled in Mass Effect 1. I could be misremembering on that. Warp ammo, I have zero clue what that'll do. Maybe shoot through shields? Possibly. I'm not sure. But I think we're gonna go probably, well, I think in this game, you fight significantly more organics than you do in Mass Effect 1 as just a general rule. Because I'm pretty sure the collectors are considered organics. So I think going with something that helps against them is probably better than going against something that's better against synthetics. Again, it is annoying that it doesn't tell me what it does, though. So I'm needing to make a guess there.
There, on the monitor. Something's wrong.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and
This
armor.
pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a medbay. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast.
Not that that blast would have actually done anything to me.
Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
Now, conveniently, there's one right here on the ground. Yes, I'm gonna have to get used to the way this one works again.
To try holding the mechs off. Look out! Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles. Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position.
Engaging target.
Oh shit, there's quite a few of these guys. Okay, why'd you cut off? Really? Oh, can't jump down there. Okay, it's whatever, I guess. Let's get some ammo and make sure that that's full.
Don't waste time.
Oh, okay, that's... Yeah, that's not a good place.
More reinforcements. Here come the mechs. Use the...
Systems.
Take the elevator down one floor. Hurry! Get to the door! Run! You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got mechs closing in on my position.
Anything down here?
Unit member offline.
Oh yeah, there's something over there.
Off.
Oh, there's something in here too. Okay, let's go and check in here because this is a nice room. Okay, let's see.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
Oh, thank God, don't have the frickin' minigame that I hate.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Okay, nothing else in here from the looks of it. Some ammo, but that's not what I need. You might want to move, dude.
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Charge him up! Come on over! Tag! What are you doing here? I thought you were still a work in progress.
Yeah, not exactly a good time for the work in progress to be just laying around when you're under attack, so... But first things first, who are you?
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Yeah, a few more questions.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
Where is here?
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Okay, what about my crew?
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
And yet you do without me giving you the order.
Routing power. Allied force.
You're falling back. Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
Okay, well, tell me about my injuries.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
How so?
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Okay, Project Lazarus.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Okay. Who are you?
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
Okay. Who the hell's Miranda?
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
It didn't sound good.
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
Okay, tell me about my crew.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
You don't mention Garrus, which is a little interesting because he's technically non-Alliance crew, so why does he not get mentioned at all? Hey, where are they now?
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
Okay, but I want to find them.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Well, thanks for being an optimist.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
Okay, well, with 20 questions out of the way, or as close as we can get to 20 questions, let's get moving.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I don't trust this Wilson fella.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Like I said, I don't trust this Wilson fella. I'm not allowed to backtrack.
Log update. The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
Okay, long empty corridor. Everybody's favorite.
They've seen us.
Get over.
Excuse me.
You say that, but he hadn't actually gotten up yet.
Station is crawling with mix. I'm doing the best I can.
They've seen us, but they haven't.
Another route out of here.
Oh God, they found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Oh God, I'm hit! They
Oh, these freaking audio triggers are so bad in some games. Moving should not cut people off that are currently in the middle of a conversation. I'll talk to you in a second. I want to check if there's any loots in here. To which the answer is no. So, hello, Wilson.
Bastards got me in the leg!
Aw, sucks to be you. I remember you.
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on...
Okay, and you want me to use Unity. Oops.
Wilson's hurt.
There we go. Took a few attempts for some
Thanks,
reason.
Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, hmm? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
Well, there's a few things. One, you're supposed to be the, what was it, chief medical tech? I wouldn't expect you to have any understanding of the system that handles the security mechs, so I would question why the hell you came down here and how you thought you had any expertise to actually assist here, for one thing. And as for you being shot, we didn't see any mechs here. Like, absolutely zero, not even a dead mech lying on the floor somewhere. Exploded into a million pieces. So you could have just as easily shot yourself to try and get blame off of you.
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
And there is absolutely zero reason to believe that she's a traitor. Zero reason. And also, technically, we have heard from her. I heard from her previously. It's been a little while now, but technically we heard from her.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
Or I can just shoot these things.
These mechs don't know when to quit.
There's zero reason. Oh, well, I have to do this anyway, apparently. So, never mind. Damn it.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Never heard of them, we say after having dealt with a mission in which they were tricking Alliance Marines to land in areas where they would get shot at. Or not shot at, but they'd get killed by just whatever. We also had a mission in which we had to deal with a rogue AI or something like that, if I recall correctly. I think it was with Cerberus. Oh no, that wasn't Cerberus. That was saving the Admiral who gave us the mission to go and find out what happened to his recon team, who went to investigate a beacon and died. As it turns out, Cerberus was the one that set them up. We also then had another mission that we didn't end up doing, which was to go and destroy like their HQ or some shit. Which clearly would have meant zero, because otherwise this game wouldn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense. if we destroyed their headquarters. But yeah, no, we've heard of them. Sounds familiar. Alright, I guess, why would Cerberus save me?
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then, they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too, but right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Except it's highly unlikely you have the actual credentials to be able to take me directly to the elusive man. Like, in person.
The elusive man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
Well, it'd be a bit of a weird name.
Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
You know, it'd be a little bit of a weird name for your name to be Elusive Man. So, no shit, Wilson. It's not his real name. Thanks for telling me the obvious. Well, let's go.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
Thank you, Wilson. Okay, we're getting a whole bunch of pop-ups right now.
We've been spotted.
Damn it, Jacob. Don't be like Liara and Garrus and Tali and Ashley and Caden, not Jaden. All the rest of them that just feel this burning need to run in front of me when I'm shooting.
Firing.
Oh, thank you for doing that. That actually was a lot better than my plan. Let's not go that way, because I think that's the end of this section, and it looks like there might be some stuff in here. Maybe. Yes, there is. Some money. Fuck, minigame.
Subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Well, thanks for referring to me as salvageable. Exactly how I want to be referred to as. Shepard still hasn't learned how to sprint for more than, what, 10 seconds?
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Color me shocked. Okay, well now you can't question him.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
Okay, well that's your idea of due process?
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
Well, I obviously knew he was lying.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Well, yes, of course. It's time for the other half of 20 questions. What is his location?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
Probably. And I obviously read that wrong. That was asking for her location during the attack, not this location. Okay, any other survivors?
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
Some might have survived and just not been able to get here yet.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Did they really know the risk of having a mech uprising, effectively, while they're here? I don't think that was in the contract as a possibility.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
And if I don't want to go?
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
I suppose in a sense it's a convincing argument.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
Why?
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
And now for spoiler, Miranda, we know you're his daughter, whatever, something like that. So, I would expect you to know what his plans are. Obviously.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
No, it's still only the one lifetime on the station.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
2 years, you say?
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
This is like the third time they've told us 2 years, so I don't know why we're shocked now.
For most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
I had to win.
No way was I gonna let those slaver bastards send me running.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
Because at the time I was technically on both the Ashley and Liara paths, and there was the potential that we would be engaging in some fun times with Ashley, potentially. So, choice of save the person who you can't romance or save the person you can, it's a pretty damn easy choice. So, it was that or die, I guess. Well, it really wasn't a hard choice, so yeah. It was that or die.
Being in command means that sometimes you give orders knowing that your people are gonna die. That can't affect your decisions. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
That's a fancy station.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do another save. Oh my god, this one, the menu is so much better for saving. Well, Jacob, let's talk real quick.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
Or not, I'm not allowed to talk to people.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Okay. Armor and locker. It's, helmet. Not too big on helmets. At least, you know, not always having them on type thing. Let's just stick with the black, I think. Oh, is it? Not quite sure what the deal is there. But, I'll see if I can look into it.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
Okay, but you don't know me.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
In that case, it's possible it's just that they didn't properly sync the audio. I haven't really been paying too much attention to see if that's been happening, but that might be the reason why it's happening. EA maybe sort of screwed up and didn't properly sync the audio with when the lips start moving.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Okay, well tell me more about Cerberus.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
And yet throughout this game, we don't really go after the Reapers, we go after we go after the Collectors instead.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Okay, why did the game reshuffle the layout here? Seriously. Alliance aid?
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
But did they really suffer significant damages fighting Sovereign? Because, like, from what we saw, they lost maybe 3 ships. I mean, maybe there were some that got blown up off screen, but we only saw, like, 3 Alliance ships get destroyed on screen. Unless our Navy is that damn small, I don't think 3 ships that are fairly small on their own anyway really matters much. There goes the game again, reshuffling the layout back to how it was originally.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique, not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
I don't think Reapers have a concept of respect.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
And I'm supposed to trust them.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Okay. Well, what are you expecting me to find?
What do you think I'll find there?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need to send you. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
That's not strictly true. You could have some idea of to what you want me to find. Oh god, they're really... Okay, and yes, Shredder ammo is against organics. That's what I thought. I just wasn't 100% certain on that. And... why can I not... Oh, that requires Adrenaline Rush to do. And that requires... Let's... Oh, that requires 2. Okay, that requires 2 points to do, so never mind. Combat Mastery then. Sure, that's... yeah, we'll go with that. That's fine. And clear out these things. God, did they get cluttered. Okay, Miranda.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
Well, just remember I'm the one in charge here.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
You sound jealous.
What's the matter, Lawson? Worried you're not his favorite anymore?
I've proven my value to the elusive man. Let's hope you're able to do the same.
We don't have to be enemies.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
So I do have to question how she can question our motivations. Like, how does that make any sense in this scenario?
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any ideas of what to look for?
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Well, that's not helpful.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, we'd have done a few things differently.
Such as?
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Well, in that case, I'm glad he's in charge.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
And Miranda, this is why a lot of people don't like you.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was asking for a little bit more.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Okay, well, I figured, you know, at least be friends. Like, barely friends.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
We can talk, it's fine.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Well, he didn't exactly convince me to join, because if I don't, the game just ends. And you actually don't have an option to say, yeah, no, screw you, I'm doing my own thing.
I just agreed to work with him. I still don't trust him.
Do you trust me, Commander?
Not sure yet.
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
Well, you know, you guys did sort of kill an admiral who found out about you guys. After he investigated further into me finding out who got his recon team killed. So, you know, I can understand why most Alliance soldiers aren't particularly fond of Cerberus.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
God, you people are useless.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Yeah, and you guys also do a number of other things that are a little bit unsavory.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
Thus, a lot of people aren't big fans of you guys.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Any other colonies?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear, and we've got no target to go after.
I don't think that's how things work.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
When the camera's zoomed out a little bit more on Jacob when he's talking, it kind of looks like his fingers are like stuck together on his hand. Someone could still be alive.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander.
Doesn't
no
matter.
one is left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Just because most other places have had 0 known survivors doesn't mean that there are actually 0. Did you guys give me... Oh my god, yes, you gave me an assault rifle. Thank you. Not too big on the pistol.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Field is clear!
Jesus Christ, Jacob, you don't have to yell. Okay, let's go ahead and take a...
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Yes. Can I go in here? No? Okay. I kind of figured, because it doesn't have the little button here, but...
Excuse me.
Hear that? Sounds like Fenris mechs.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
God damn.
I'm taking...
The aim assist is still terrible.
Enemy down!
Right!
Damn it, Jacob, that was my spot.
Before they take out your shield.
Hostile forces have engaged. Allied force backup systems engaged. Excuse me.
Have a nice trip.
Critical systems.
There we go!
Allied force.
Watch your fire!
I thought you were dead.
Requesting assistance.
Those
Did the game spawn a new one?
They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
That seems a little off. And hey, Miranda, you said that there were no survivors at the other places. Well, turns out there might be one here. God, I hate this thing. I really hate these mini games. I just don't find the... Oh, God. Got stuck on them.
Ready to engage. Combat engaged.
Get over here!
God, AI pathfinding is always terrible in games.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this.
Hello there.
Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Yes, I have been reborn.
Cerberus rebuilt me, Tally. In return, they asked me to investigate these attacks on human colonies.
You'll pardon us for not taking you at your word, Cerberus.
We're well within our rights to investigate attacks on a human colony. I'd like to know what the Quarians are doing here.
Weapons down, Praza. Whatever's going on here, I don't think we need another fight. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Chances are he's not alive, but who knows?
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Well, in that case, we should team up.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Out of curiosity, why do you guys hate Cerberus so much?
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
My question would be, why the hell did Cerberus feel the need to infiltrate the Quarian flotilla?
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far side.
Like, what possible reason could there be for them to do that? Also, really? Oh, okay, that's the machine
Change
pistol.
weapons!
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
That thing looked like it shrunk. Like the scale of it literally changed as it went to the other side of the building. I'm gonna guess those were 2D objects, not 3D.
Gear up!
Oh, hello there.
Rerouting power.
Get out of the way, Miranda. Jesus. Oh my god. Go.
On
Over there. Go.
Right there!
Move it. Thank you.
Right with you.
Right behind you.
God, pathfinding.
Use overload on him.
Oh, yeah, I can...
Enemy down!
Let's actually get into cover. No, I wasn't trying to get up game. God, my right bumper, I think, is a little bit, weak.
One left!
And it just sort of stops, realizing I'm holding on to it sometimes. Come on, use it. Thank you. Faster. Ow.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Jacob, you could be so kind as to not move in front of me like that when I'm trying to move. Seriously. You're reminding me of the idiots I typically get stuck dealing with in multiplayer games. Oh shit.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah!
Oh, and there's another one.
Hurry, Shepard. We are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
Could you not?
Take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Grabbing cover!
Here we go.
Heading to cover. Understood.
Huh. It might be my settings, potentially. It's failing to maybe encode the video quickly, so I might look into that after the stream. That's the only thing I can think of, unless it's just an issue with the game.
We'll cover the door. That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Yes, grenade launcher, thank you very much.
Overload will take out their shields.
Well, thank you for the hint. That did not do nearly as much damage as I was hoping it would. And your overload's ready to go. Do it again.
Tracking damage.
Change ammo. Oh, I don't have, yeah, I don't have the armor piercing. Oh no, Miranda went down. Whatever shall I do?
Stun him! Morph his heavy armor to weaken it.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'll look into it after the stream, see if potentially it's either an issue with my encoding settings or if it is actually just an issue with the game. I don't think I changed my encoding settings at all, so I don't think anything should be affecting it there, but who knows. Maybe I did change something and I forgot that I did.
This looks interesting.
Now, here in Mass Effect 2, we will end up doing more side missions than we did in Mass Effect 1, particularly the more important ones like the loyalty missions.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Okay, well, Tali, I figured I'd try and talk to you first, see if the rest of them are doing okay, but apparently you're telling me to just piss off and complete the mission. God damn it, Jacob, I don't need you to yell about that every time I put my damn gun away.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
You're safe now, buddy.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs will protect. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We weren't here at the time.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My God. I think it's a collector.
And somehow, magically, Miranda knows what a collector is.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Well, how'd you escape, Vitor?
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his Enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Both of those are very real possibilities.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
Okay. Do you know anything about the collectors themselves, Vitor?
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
Well, clearly
More
they do.
importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
Okay, well, Vitor, let's go.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
Well, thank you very much, Vitor. You have provided us with a little bit more information than we would have gotten otherwise.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
I mean, that's fine with me. If we only need the data that's on the Omni tool, we have absolutely zero need for Vitor himself.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I'm still trying to accept that you're even alive, and you're with Cerberus. I've got responsibilities now. I've got a mission of my own. I can't walk away from that. Not even for you.
But Tali, I'm not with Cerberus. Not in the traditional sense.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
I'd rather you just give me all the data on the Omni tool, period, and we'll go through it ourselves and see if there's anything useful.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
Well, you know, having some friends tends to help.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
You don't seem surprised about this.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Okay, then tell me about the Omega-4 relay.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Or, you know, it's possible any ship that takes the relay runs into a collector, and the collector destroys the ship. That seems much more likely, if we're being honest.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
Because maybe they want to study humans?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before. And the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
Okay. It seems like you're holding back some information.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
Well, in that case, I can't do this alone. I'm gonna need a ship and a crew.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I had a good team previously.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Tell me about Ash.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
I'd probably have her doing top secret missions in that case. Probably because she worked with the Spectre.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Well, that sounds like a fun thing. Well, we just ran into Tali. Why the hell are we needing to ask about her?
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Well, screw you, elusive man.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Interesting. Liara.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm a Spectre.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
Well, technically, I have been dead for 2 years.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Is that an order?
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
But does it have all the fancy schmancy classified Alliance tech in it?
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
And as per usual, some of these scenes here are like wallpaper material.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
God, that camera movement was not smooth in the slightest. It looked very juddery.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Oh, I don't think Joker's gonna be a fan of this. They haven't exactly had good run-ins with AI.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
In that case, anyone else on the ship that I should meet first?
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Yes, thank you for the tutorial game. Oh my god. Yes, game, I know. Oh good, pressing X actually skips that stuff. Oh, we don't actually have a different appearance for Jacob, apparently. Interesting. Oh, we got lots of unread messages. Okay, well, let's see. Message from Anderson, from Counselor Anderson. On the off chance that the rumors are true and you actually are alive, I need you to come and talk to me on the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put me on the council, and it's only fair that you're allowed to speak for yourself about what we've been hearing. Deal struck with Zaid Masani. Shepard. We've reached an agreement with veteran mercenary Zaid Masani. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus systems and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I arranged to have him join you. You will find him on Omega, where he's wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fees. I've taken care of that personally. Project Firewalker. Commander, the MSV Rosalie, a survey ship with Cerberus connections, has gone missing. The survey team was field testing a new prototype, the Hammerhead Planet-side Exploration Rover. In addition, scientists Dr. Manuel Saisi and Dr. Robert Aloy are aboard the MSV Rosalie and conducting research for us. We need you to find the ship, her survey team, and the doctors. The MSV Rosalie was last seen near planet Ziona, Elista Ismar Frontier, and we have found the crash site of the Normandy. From Admiral Hackett. Scans in the Amada system have turned up something we thought you should see, the final location of the wreckage of the SSV Normandy. We thought this news might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honor the Normandy with a monument to be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to place the monument and be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack on the Normandy. If you find any signs of these lost crewmen, we ask that you report to the Alliance so that those heroes' families might find some closure. Only thing I have to ask, Admiral Hackett, how do you know this is reaching us? Like, it hasn't been that long, and apparently there's already rumors going as far as to reach an admiral within the Alliance Navy that we're alive. It seems a little unlikely. Shepard, it occurred to our armory technicians that you may not want to show your face everywhere you go. They sent by a hood that Cerberus issues to its covert operatives. It has additional microframe functions you may like. The hood is in your quarters, and yet everybody would still recognize you as Shepard, I'm pretty sure. So it doesn't actually do anything. Shepard, one of our cells just went off the grid without explanation. Project Overlord has been experimenting with highly volatile technology, and I need you to investigate. Their work is extremely compartmentalized, enough that I can't divulge operational details over this channel. You'll find them on the planet IT Typhon system in the Phoenix Massing Cluster. Please use care in this matter. We've recently had an incident involving the Geth at one of our outposts in the Skillian Verge. Don't worry, I'm not sending you off to chase anything down. Our operatives waged a highly successful battle against the Geth scouting party and credited their success to a new advanced electrical attack device that we finally let them take out of the lab. Since their unit is being reassigned for some rest and relaxation, I thought you should take custody of the weapon in the meantime. The weapon is called an arc projector. I sent it to the Normandy's armory so you can examine it yourself and use it if you deem it worthy. It's gone through plenty of tests that indicated overloads. It indicated overloads kinetic barriers and synthetic enemies particularly well, but laboratory demonstrations are a poor substitute for actual field reports. We know it works. Now we want to see what it can do in the right hands. If all goes well, we'll use your tactics to train other operatives. Shepard, at great cost and effort, we've tracked down the master thief Kasumi Goto and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. She is unequaled at stealth and infiltration, and her skills will prove invaluable in your mission. Travel to Zakiro board on the Citadel. There you will find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual. Input the password "Silence is Golden" to begin the rendezvous. And did we get any money? We did, apparently. Thank you for submitting your updated medical documentation. Your status has been changed from deceased to alive after deducting modest administration fees. For closing the file, the subsequent change in status and the reactivation of your account, you have a remaining balance of 100,000 credits. Thank you for banking with Ascension Financial Services. We look forward to working with you. 100,000 credits is not a whole lot. Are you protecting your greatest assets? We will find the best life insurance rates and coverage to fit your needs. Reply for a free quote today. Okay, well, that's everything.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Hello, Chambers.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
Oh, well, the pleasure's mine, of course.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Sure, I got no problem with that.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Well, how's the crew doing?
Is there anything I should know?
Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else, Commander?
Let's chat.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What do you do here?
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Is that all you do?
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
And yet your official position is not counselor.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
Well then, it's good to have you here, I guess.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
What do you think of Cerberus?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
Does Cerberus hate aliens?
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
You're very loving.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Are you happy here?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. While I have lost my ship before, it won't happen again.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Sure, let's go ahead and just immediately start flirting with our secretary/counselor.
I might do more than catch you, Kelly.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
No, not at all.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Possibly. Okay, Joker wanted to talk, but I don't know if I want to talk to him right this second. Okay, that's Jacob. Do you got anything you want to say, Jacob?
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
It's a risky assignment, Jacob.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the Elusive Man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
Oh, such as?
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
Well, I appreciate your honesty, Jacob.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay, God. Really, door? Anything to do in here right now?
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the Elusive Man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Well, that sounds useful.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one link to each world.
You'd have to do a lot more than that if you wanted each world to also be able to interact with each other world.
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the Elusive Man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the Elusive Man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
Well, goodbye, Edie.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Come on. But Thank you. Jesus, door. That door did not want to open in the slightest. Okay, let's go ahead and check out our weapons. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll go with the arc projector. Jacob. Miranda, got nothing special for you. It's,
Joker would like to see you up on the bridge, Commander.
Yes, Kelly, I'm gonna deal with that later. I just want to check out the rest of the ship first. Let's go to my cabin. I don't care to talk to Edie every single time. Trophies, but I don't think this actually... Yeah, this doesn't actually show you ones you've completed, which is a little annoying. Like, nowhere in here does it indicate, hey, you've already completed this one. Which I think is a terrible system, if we're being honest. No, we're not going to do any music, thank you. I just wanted to go ahead and check out my uniforms. I can go with the super casual... That's a vaguely familiar-ish outfit. Really makes me think of Gene Roddenberry's Andromeda. And, what's his name? God, the name's escaping me of the main character. But he generally goes around with a kind of similar setup here.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Okay, well, that really brings down the mood, guys.
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
Yeah, but nobody ever actually uses the bathroom, Edie. Like, it... Why? Nobody ever uses it. And Miranda's office, which was our office on the original Normandy.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Yes, can we talk?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
Well, what is Cerberus's goals?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But you're not officially a human organization. Or, you know, at least not connected to the Alliance, rather.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Okay, what is Cerberus?
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. We keep our ranks and structure similar to the Alliance. A lot of our recruits started there, but not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
Right. Where do you get your resources from?
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Well, yeah, one of the data logs at the start said it was something like $4 billion or whatever to revive us. And I'm assuming probably at least a couple $100 billion for the ship.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
Unless I'm really misremembering, I could have sworn it's implied at some point that the elusive man is Miranda's father, but maybe I'm just really misremembering for some reason that detail.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it, but he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
I don't know. That doesn't seem quite true.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You're a little cocky.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Yes, the idea was to send her pretty face along to keep me in check, obviously.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
So you're perfect.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Well, that's the end of our conversation.
Thanks
Goodbye.
for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Anything in here to take a look at? No? Okay. This seems like it should have a door here. Especially with the window. What? Why is there no door here? Like, that leads right out to the vacuum of space if somebody goes through the window.
Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
As I was saying, if the ship gets hit and that window gets busted on the outside, her room is immediately exposed to the vacuum of space. So there should be a door there. Whatever. Hello, Chef.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Mess Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
I don't think Mess Sergeant is an actual rank.
You have everything you need.
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
Well, you're probably right. If only so that I can have actual good food. So how can I help?
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I've got time to look for this stuff, I'll do it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, what are your responsibilities?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
I don't know if I want my janitor and cook being the same person.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
On second thought, I don't think I'm going to eat any food that you prepare.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
Okay, how did you join Cerberus?
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
Well, goodbye.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
As I said, I'm not gonna eat any food you prepare. Hey, Chakwas! Nice of you to join us. Again. And we got a little water thing there.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
It's good to see you too, Doc.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you need anything?
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
Oh, I'll get you another one.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
I have 100,000 credits sitting in the bank, plus some extra.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
You want to be in the sky. You want to be flying through the stars.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
How did you go about joining Cerberus?
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
Well, Doc, what do you say our odds of survival are?
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Technically, I didn't survive the destruction of the Normandy.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
I was dead for 2 years, as far as anybody is concerned. And engineering. Anything down here right now? I don't think so. Daniels?
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
Hello there, Scotty.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Well, let's say Scotty, but I think you're more of probably an Irish, I want to say.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
Complain away.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Oh, too technical.
You're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Okay. Is there a reason you don't have those?
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Of course, they would discontinue a product that is actually good.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
But you guys left the Alliance.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
Ken, how'd you go about joining Cerberus?
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
And Gabby.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Okay, what are you guys' feeling on Cerberus, though?
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the Collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Referring to them as daddy bags is a bit weird, but okay.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
And how did you realize that I would come down here, Gabby? Like, you don't really know anything about me. It's a little weird that you would expect that I would come down here. Also, it's interesting that engineering is already set up for, Jack? Whatever her name is, something like that. I think it's Jack, yeah, that sounds about right. To be down here, like, realistically, this cot probably shouldn't be here. That should probably show up after you get Jack. If we want to be honest. Well, it looks like there's nothing else to actually do down here, so let's head back to the CIC, talk to Joker. Do a save real quick, because we haven't done one in a little while. Also, we leveled up, so let's go ahead and get this stuff.
Joker would like to see you up on the bridge, Commander.
Oh my god, yes, Kelly, I know. I'm going to talk to him now.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Well, Joker, this is all too good to be true.
I don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Maybe you're right. I guess it's hard to argue when they install an AI to spy on us. We're staying though, right? I mean, the seat is real leather.
Good to see you're keeping it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather?
Right. Yes, leather. That's so important. Okay, well, let's, I guess, head off to the map, and, let's leave. Anybody else suddenly need me, Kelly?
Earlier when we spoke, you were very open with me. I like that, but I hope I didn't come across as too flirty. I don't want to overstep my bounds.
I don't mind it.
You're very charming, Kelly.
Thank you. The feeling is mutual. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
As I was saying, anybody else need me now?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else,
Wonderful.
Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Just wanted to make sure before we went into the galaxy map. Oh hey, there's the Omega 4 relay. You know, just sitting there, because of course it is. Okay. Now, I'm not too big on... Oh, there's a lot of platinum here.
Probe launched. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
Oh, got a lot more platinum here somewhere. Lots of iridium here.
Launching probe. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles.
Quite a bit more
Probe
platinum. Ooh, and
Probe
palladium.
launched. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
Got a little bit more platinum here, not a whole lot. Ooh, lots of platinum and palladium right
Probe
there.
launched.
The planet still has a shit ton of resources, apparently. Oh, yeah, that's probably where a lot of the scanner results coming from. More platinum. And planet is labeled as depleted. And this is the thing, the not exactly fun minigame that we're gonna have to deal with throughout this series.
Launching probe.
Like, this is probably the one part about Mass Effect 2 that I'm really not a fan of, is this mining mini game. I actually would have preferred if it was just the Mass Effect 1 way, where you just went to a planet, pressed the button, you scanned, and you got whatever.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
Okay, I think I would have to spend a lot more probes than I would like to potentially get this to depleted, so
Probe
we're
launched.
probably going to finish after this one. Or not.
Launching probe.
Got a nice little bit of palladium there. Apparently still not quite enough to actually get it to saying depleted.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
There we go. Okay, I need to go and buy more probes. And we are also already 80% of the way explored here. Like, I knew I saw a giant pile of platinum.
Launching probe.
I don't recall if there's a ship upgrade that actually makes this a little bit less annoying. I think there might be. Don't quote me on that.
Launching probe.
But I think I vaguely recall a ship upgrade that makes this mini-game just ever so slightly less annoying.
Launching probe.
Okay, so we could go ahead and immediately explore the Normandy crash site, or go ahead and go to Omega. You know what? Let's go ahead, I think, and check out the Normandy crash site. 'Cause why not?
Probe away.
I believe this minigame also, when there is like a site of interest.
Probe away.
Well, I guess point of interest is a better way of saying it.
Probe launched.
That it actually roughly points you in the direction of it.
Probe away.
No other... Oh, okay, there we go. Spoke a little too soon. I'm like, no other big piles of resources?
Launching probe.
There we go.
Launching probe.
Oh, that was still not quite enough to actually get it depleted. Interesting.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
I'm I'm not finding any particularly big piles again.
Anomaly detected.
Yeah, it does. I thought so.
Probe away. Probe launched. I have found something.
Yes, we'll land a little bit later game though, because there's
Launching
lots of
probe.
resources here apparently. Like
Launching probe.
a whole hell of a lot.
Probe away. Launching probe.
Looks like especially basically everything
Probe
except
away.
for element 0. Which I suppose doesn't really come as a surprise.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched.
Okay. Let's go ahead and land. Oh hey, it's the crappy Mako. I think I might want whatever they make the Mako out of for my ships, because that seems a whole hell of a lot better. Okay, so there's 20 dog tags here. The game doesn't explicitly tell you where they are, but you do get these kind of nice little glows out in the distance, so it shouldn't be that hard to find them all. I guess place the monument. And now to try to find all 20 dog tags. And that door doesn't open, that's a shame. Let's, I guess, go around the outside edges first. Oh, okay. You, break the crate by meleeing it. Also, oh god, I got the damn thing stuck on me. I thought I was seeing a dog tag down here. Yes, I was. Nope, okay. No special vision there. Got a dog tag here by the Mako. Interestingly, they don't show Garrus in that picture. I don't know why. Let's backtrack towards the spawn. So I feel like I might have missed something back here. I don't know why. Yes, there's a dog tag right here. Come on, can I... No, I can't, Really? Like, maybe it's just me, but that seems like something I should be able to walk up without any issue. But apparently that's not how that works, so I'm gonna have to actually walk back around the frickin' shuttle to get there. Like, why? Why can I not vault up and over that? Game. What's the logic there? Refined element 0. Oh, I guess this was Caden's area right here? Well, yeah, there's the little table that people would sit at to eat their food. Oh, okay, yeah. This is an area that was basically never used in Mass Effect 1. It was just kind of there. Excuse me. Like, I guess these are stasis pods? Something like that? I don't recall if they're actually supposed to be escape pods or not, but they're something. Either stasis pods or escape pods, one of the two. Although I don't think they're escape pods. Just because we saw that we do have actual escape pods that can fit more than just the one person, so I assume those are stasis pods or something like that. Okay, we're missing 2 more, as far as I'm concerned, because I know this one's right here. I just saw another one up there, yep. Not a whole lot of XP for picking these up. It's, what, 12 a pop? Yeah. Ooh, a data pad. Entry, unrecoverable data. Data recovered. Spoke to the commander about this. I corrupt. All these damned aliens aboard the Alliance's most advanced ship. I just don't trust them, especially that damned Asari and Aquarian. What does Shepard think this is, a zoo? Unrecoverable data. With the Aquarian, it seems she's on some kind of pilgrimage trying to improve the lot of her home ship. I can understand that. I would babysit my children or anything, but if she was on board, or if she asked to be on board, I suppose it's not too bad. For a while now, I'm taking a look back at past entries in this journal. How blind I was at the time. I came on this ship firmly believing humanity was on its own in the galaxy. Shepard brought all these aliens on board, and there's no way we could have accomplished what we did without them. I'm proud to say, corrupt die for any member of this crew, regardless of what world they were born on. Okay, I'm missing one more dog tag. I kind of expected it to be up here, but I'm not seeing it. So I have walked past it or something. Will be best guess. Oh, helmet. Wonderful. That doesn't count as a dog tag though, because it ain't a dog tag. Okay, there's one more dog tag somewhere here, and it's not up here. The only other thing up here is that data pad from Presley. And I don't think... Oh. How the fuck did I miss you? There you go. It's all 20. Yeah, I guess that's it. Nothing else to do here. Drop down the monument. We got all 20 dog tags. 240 XP. Whoopee. And little shy of an extra 4,000 credits from the Alliance.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Okay, thank you for the information. Normandy crash site data received. From Admiral Hackett, the Alliance is grateful to receive the information you found at the Normandy's crash site, and we've sent it out to the affected families. By finding those dog tags, you have provided peace of mind for a lot of people, Commander. I thank you on their behalf. Anybody want to talk to me, Kelly? I mean, we haven't done anything, but...
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
It's always nice chatting with you.
Kind of figured nobody wanted to talk to us, but, you know, had to double check. Is this planet worth exploring? It's only good, so probably not. So we're just going to go for these really big scan results and just kind of ignore trying to put the planet down to...
Element 0 is used for BioAmp and Omni-Tool upgrades, which allows squad members who have biotic and tech powers to be much more effective. Probe launched.
I think Element 0 is one of those resources you actually have generally a bit of a harder time getting your hands on.
Launching probe.
Now we're actually going to run out of probes here.
Launching probe.
And not be able to check out the other planet in this system.
Launching probe.
And that's not a particularly big scan result. Oop, that's nice.
Probe launched.
That's also a really nice one. Okay, so this planet has a couple more nice things, but I'm all out of probes, so we're gonna go ahead and I think go get more probes, land at Omega, and probably close out this stream because we are at about the 2-hour, 40-minute mark. Well, game, I don't exactly have a lot of choices. It's bring Miranda and Jacob or just not go anywhere. I don't have any choices beyond our special weapon.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
When I'm ready.
I'll talk to your boss when I'm damn well ready.
Then you'd better get ready. No one keeps Arya waiting. Afterlife now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station.
Okay, well, let's do a save real quick, because it's been a little while.
I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Hello, Zaid.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
How much do you know?
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
Okay, that doesn't really answer the question, though, but whatever. Who's your friend?
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates, even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
Okay, what's next for him?
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
Okay. What can you tell me about you and Cerberus?
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Well, welcome aboard.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
Oh, there's always a catch.
I'm assuming there's some part of your contract that I'm expected to handle. That about right?
Yeah. Funny he didn't tell you. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
Well, we can deal with that.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes.
Oh, the idiot's running.
I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Of course, we're not going to bring him along all that often. Just don't really care for him.
Come on, let me in. Arya's
Go on
expecting
in.
me.
Arya's expecting you.
Did she were expecting?
What are you looking at?
Oh, careful now.
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No. Just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
I have zero reason why our interaction would be and immediately jump into basically threatening to kill each other. Like, it makes zero sense, but whatever.
Don't look at me like that.
No, I don't really care to get drunk. Although I believe that does lead to something, I just don't recall what, but it's not important right now, really. Merc Recruiter, we will talk to you in a little bit.
You want to talk? Talk to Arya.
Okay. I can do that. Hello, Arya.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
Okay, what's the scan for?
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I don't think it works like that.
You're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya.
Well, I have similar rules.
Sounds like neither of us likes being jerked around.
And on your ship, that would matter. Here, we entertain my preferences. So, what can I do for you?
Tell me about Archangel. Archangel.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Considering I know basically nothing about him, no, I don't. But also, half of Omega.
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Well, as it turns out, I need him.
I'm putting a team together. He's on my list.
Interesting. You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
Well, feel free to explain.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
Okay. I need more info about him.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
What groups are all after him?
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
And what about you?
Do you hate Archangel?
I don't have time for hate. But I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other.
Well, thanks for that info.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
Well, who's gonna tell?
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
You know him.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
Tell me about Omega.
So, you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
Not sure I'm supposed to take that last one.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer? Mind your own damn business.
You seem indifferent about me.
One scan and we're straight to business? People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
I find that hard to believe. But goodbye.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
I wouldn't count on it.
Step back.
Is it just me, or are you getting better looking?
You can't fool me. Everyone wants some of this.
Give me another drink, love.
Okay, we could go ahead and talk to the Merc recruiter now if we felt so inclined, but I don't think we're going to.
A human colony called Freedom's Progress has been attacked by unknown sources, marking yet another in the chronicle of the humans' failure to defend their own colonies. The Alliance has dispatched aid and transport vessels in an effort to ease the suffering among the ruins of the human colony. Raiders and pirates have already jumped on the opportunity, staking out the routes that lead to Freedom's Progress. Record windfalls are expected. A Vorcha, a blight on Omega society, or a boon for the station's depressed labor market.
No. Pretty sure this guy, though, drugs you. I could watch the dancer. I don't know if they have anything to say.
Have you ever been to the Citadel? Shepard? I heard you were dead. I had a party and everything. No hard feelings, though, huh? No, really. Thanks for taking the time to chase a small-time crook off the Citadel so I could squat in this shithole for years.
You're welcome.
And if you leave the straight and narrow, I'll be there to follow up.
Right, because you don't have planets to save and bigger shit like that. Nothing better to do than keep me down. Goddamn saviors of the galaxy, messing with a man's living.
Dude, could just have shot you previously. Wouldn't got my info that I needed anyway. And I just wouldn't have to deal with you now.
The Destiny Ascension has completed its 20-colony victory cruise. Council members aboard thanked Human Alliance soldiers for their efforts in repelling Saren's invasion 2 years ago.
Human, tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I don't know a Captain Gavon. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gavon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
Okay. How many Vorcha live here?
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gabon's tricks. We leave.
Okay.
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want to?
Paid for by the followers of the exalted light of the word.
Does it really matter?
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
Oh, hey. Those coupling things we were looking for. Extra health sounds like a nice thing to have. More ammo increases damage by 10% for shotguns, heavy shotguns, and assault shotguns. As of right now, Jacob is the only one who uses shotguns. That is a new assault rifle. And that is a shotgun.
Where did you get that fantastic new visor?
Hello there. Might I interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
Maybe we can cut a deal.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harrod.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
Realistically, I probably should have talked to him first, obviously, because we just kind of wasted some money, but whatever.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvaged parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
I could pay your way.
How much do you need to get off Omega?
I still need 1,000 credits to pay my way, but I couldn't let you do that. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
1,000's not a whole lot here.
Here you go. 1,000 credits. Get out of here.
Thank you. With this, I can finally continue on my pilgrimage. I'm going to buy my ticket right now. Thank you again.
Make sure to hold tight onto the money.
This is valuable.
Breaking news. The weekly death toll numbers are in, and they're not looking good. The last report placed the station's murder rate at 89, up 5 from the previous week. The newest report places the death toll at just 73, with experts blaming the Council's threatened limits on the slave trade for the lower number. With 80% of all bets placed on the over this
End is nigh.
This news could sink Omega's economy.
Humans are a blight on galactic
on the over for next week's report.
You are a blight. You.
Oh, there's Harriet.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What do you have?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
Ooh, model ship, yes. Visor, plus 10%, or well, increases headshot damage by 10%. Yes, sure. Reduces the delay between shields start regenerating. Yes. Hack module doubles the time limit for hacking. In the ongoing war between security software companies and hackers, Cerberus seems to maintain a list of primary backdoors, little-known security holes that have been active for some time and remain unpatched. Ongoing research in this area should improve operatives' abilities to improve those, to improve through most conventional, or to hack through most conventional security measures. Sure. Terminus armor. Not exactly a good-looking suit, we'll be honest. But, storm speed by 10%, don't know what that is, maybe it's sprinting, I'm not sure. Increases shields by 15, and all weapons ammo reserves by 10, sounds pretty nice. This is a new heavy weapon, I believe. And I'll buy it.
Explorer ships have reported seeing vessels of an unknown make, but whose silhouette strongly resembles ancient Rachni ship profiles.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
Well, convince me to shop here then.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can, but don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
I could deal with the little black market problem you got. Oops, accidentally hit my mic. Storm speed increased by 10%, sure. Terrain and cruiser model, yes. Sniper rifle damage, sure.
This should come in handy.
Fornax. Titillating alien magazine, sure. Capacitor helmet. Shield delay between regenerating, sure. And Blood Dragon armor, aka Dragon Age armor. Originally created by Earth's Urban Combat Championship League, this set of armor has undergone as much or more field testing than those of modern militaries. It uses a unique proprietary power cell that costs as much as an EUCC rookie's contract. The armor's microframe computer adapts to any top-tier Omni-Tool, kinetic barrier, or biotic amp, giving breathtaking and error-free performance. The chest and shoulder piece bears a logo of the Edmonton Blood Dragons, and the inside of the armor bears the signatures of the entire team. When and how the elusive man got his hands on the armor is unknown, but several of the signatures bear messages such as Expletive the Geth and Shepherd Get Well Soon. Sure.
Light on Omega's society, or for the station's depressed labor market. A new study of the Vorch's adaptive capabilities shows that with the proper treatment, young Vorcha can be molded into productive members of society. The study, sponsored by
End is not.
Okay, this would be the quarantine sector. Private residence access
Complaining
denied.
is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody...
Okay, well, we've actually sort of passed over my
End is not.
time limit. So we're gonna go ahead and I think end this in just a moment.
in an attempt to kill the meddling bastard once and for all. Who is he? Who gives a shit? He'll be dead.
I think we'll head back up top. Well, first I'm curious. Talk to you. Can I get through here if I talk to you?
What do you want?
What's back there?
What's behind this door?
The VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
Yeah, I want in.
I'd like to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of place. Afterlife's main floor has lots of drinks and great music.
Doesn't matter, I want in.
What do you want?
Let
I'd
me
like
in.
to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of place.
Okay, he's just not gonna let me in. I'm pretty sure eventually you're allowed in there, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense to, actually have that area labeled on the map. So we're gonna head back to the main upper floor of Afterlife.
Some people demand that something be done.
And then we'll end the stream there. I just want to be fairly close by to the Merc Recruiter dude that we're gonna end up needing to talk to.
No. You said he had close family. They'll just want revenge. Kill the family first. Then he'll get angry and come at you stupid. And then you kill him.
What are you talking about?
I don't think I know you, human. I'm the Patriarch. Aria's Patriarch. What do you want?
Tell me about Aria.
What do you know about Aria?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock. When Aria arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart.
She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones in my body, and left me alive.
Why?
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
Any war stories?
A Krogan as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example. My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten. The story there are is now.
You say you are her patriarch.
Why do they call you patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Arya's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
I should be going.
Okay. Anything else down here to deal with, or no? Oh god, we can dance. Yeah, Shepard's a terrible dancer. He really is. You know what, screw it. While we're down here, let's check out the dancer, see if she has anything to say. No, but okay, I guess nothing. We'll just leave. You know, Ari indicated talking to the entertainers, or whatever exactly her phrase was that she used. I think it was something like that.
Breaking news. The weekly death toll numbers are in, and they're not looking good. The last report placed the station's murder rate at 89.
As I was saying, she mentioned that, you know, we could talk to them, and maybe they'd have some information for us. That is very clearly a lie, it seems. So that is going to be it for this stream. I will see you all next time. For a reminder, for those of you that are watching the VODs of this over on YouTube, or when they go up on YouTube, I do these live streams basically every Saturday. Sometimes I might do another one during the week, but at the very least, I do one every Saturday, starting around 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So you'll have to convert that to your time zone if you're not on the East Coast of the U.S. But that is 5 hours behind GMT, if memory serves me correctly. So that should help make doing the math a little bit easier. Well, I say it's minus 5 GMT. That's not fully accurate, but you all know. Depending on daylight savings times and whatnot, it's either minus 5 or minus 4 GMT, but whatever. But yeah, so I typically do 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and then I go for about 3 hours or so until about midnight. But yeah, let me go ahead and link to my Discord. I have a bot set up to where it should immediately, or well, not necessarily immediately, it's sometimes a little bit slow, drop a notification into one of the channels there to notify that I have started streaming. So that's one way to stay up to date on what's going on. So link there in the chat. For those of you watching the VOD, you can find a link to the Discord in the description. Down there you can also find a donation link and a Patreon link if you want to help support the channel. Those are the two best ways to help support the channel if you find yourself enjoying this content. Or just content on the channel in general, rather. But yeah, so that is going to be it, like I said, for this stream. I will see you all next time. Let me clear my journal. Also, what was that about publications? Oh, that does include this. Interesting. Launched in 2167, Fornax magazine described itself as the galaxy's finest xenophilia. By its 5th year, Fornax became the first human magazine to offer full 5-sensory stimulation, a previously unaffordable magazine technology made profitable by the economy of scale. With a monthly publishing run of 127 million available in both in hard copy and direct download, Fornax offers a range of alien models with particular emphasis on the unisexual Asari, although both genders of Quarians, Drell, Batarians, and Volus are regularly depicted. Speciality editions such as Genet Elcor and Krogasm service devoted but smaller markets. Interesting. Also, I'm a little curious to see what a female Volus looks like. But yes, as I was saying, so that's gonna be it for this stream. I will see you all next time. Let me just override this save, that's fine. And so yeah, until next time, goodbye and farewell.